Luke, how'd that feel out there? What do you feel like you guys showed passing the ball?
Yeah, it was fun. Fun to get back out there. Always fun to be out there week one. Be out there. We practice in the stadium a lot with no fans, and to be out there against an opponent with the students out there was really, really cool to be out there with your brothers who you've been training with since January, and a team that has I think a chip on their shoulder. I'm excited to put some things on display, but obviously did some good things, but a lot to clean up as well. Some details early in the game, and had some things go on. But overall, had a lot of fun.
What do you think of the way you guys threw the ball around?
I felt confident out there. I thought I saw everything well, and it came off my hand pretty well. And I feel like the details, the route details, the receivers, they were, they were on their P's and Q's. So looking forward to just growing from week one into week two, and excited to get back to work and display some other things too. So looking forward to it.
I think it was 10 or 11 different guys caught at least one pass. Did you feel like that's something this team can do maybe consistently?
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all. I think through all of my media sessions, I've talked about so many different receivers that are going to make their mark, and each one of them, man, I have so much confidence in because of what they've shown, throughout the winter, spring, summer, fall, and when they get the ball in their hand, they each can do something different so well. So so glad all those guys are on our team, and excited to keep growing those connections.
Look, after the way the Kansas game went a year ago, are you happy to see on the schedule this year?
Absolutely. It's always good to have a rematch game, whether you come off a win or a loss of it. So, some familiar faces on that side, and, kind of, got a bad taste in our mouth, from last year. So looking forward to, next Saturday to be able to go put some things on display and to go light it up.
Do you get a taste of them during the camp? Did you get a taste of them during camp or something?
Yeah, I think through, whatever team, like throughout the country, you kind of, later in camp, you kind of game plan for some looks that you'll see in the season. So, obviously we prepare for Eastern Illinois looks and Kansas looks and things like that. So, been thinking about it for a long time. Didn't look past Eastern Illinois at all, but that's always been the back of our mind, and excited to go play next Saturday.
How the coach to player communication system go? Was it pretty smooth?
It was good. I was a little bit nervous going into it because with the scrimmages, the emotions are still there in scrimmages too, and sometimes in the huddle, the longer play calls, sometimes you forget them, and I was worried about it going into it, especially with all the environment and fans, forgetting some of the longer play calls in the huddle. But it was really clean, really confident with it. It went out a couple times. I think on the long touchdown to Malik, it went out, and so I had to look at the signal. But it was fun. I loved it. It was really cool.
You talked about having an explosive offense. What did you think about Brian and Elsie today?
I thought they did great. It was super cool to see Pat get in the end zone twice. The kids work so hard, and obviously our team captain. So for him to be in the zone twice is no surprise to anybody. And looking forward to getting him the ball a lot more, and to see Malik catch a long one too. Even before that too, making a couple guys miss and creating an explosive was really cool to see. I know it's going to help his confidence and only going to help him moving forward. But even some other guys like Sakari, the ball didn't find him as much, tonight. But throughout the game, I was like, you got the next one for sure. After coming off a scoring series, and it's just sometimes the way things shake out, and it wasn't because he wasn't open or things like that. It's just some of the schemes were designed and at specific moments to go a certain place. So looking forward to all those guys doing some cool things this year.
Compared to a year ago, how much more comfortable do you feel compared to a year ago today?
Yeah, I just think I'm mentally and spiritually in a new place. My confidence is so set, and I'm realizing and becoming so aware of the gifts and talents that God has given me, and ultimately, while I'm out there, I just want to thank Him with my play and how hard I play, and my leadership. So, my vision and my perspective is a little bit different this year, a lot different, and I'm looking forward to keep playing with that same perspective moving forward.
Did you think, Luke? I know Barry has put you and Curtsy in a lot of responsibility roles this year. How did the communications do you feel like the checks were?
Really good for a week one execution. In a game day environment, I thought it was nearly. I can't think of any issues really. So there were some checks to be made and things like that, and that's new to us this year with him checking things and me checking things, and there wasn't an issue really at all. As we can think of, we'll go back and watch it and see, but it's good to hear his voice. I'm asking him a lot of what he sees. And and he's asking me a lot, vice versa. So he's great up there. You know, the way he communicates, the way he leads his guys, his football knowledge is, you know, off the charts. So to have him up there is, you know, incredible to say the least.
Did you think Zai blocked for you particularly well tonight?
Yes, sir. He's I wore this for the walk, and you know, I want to do something that really highlights those guys up front. And so